Hello and welcome to this update of our Israel at War coverage, Day 13. I'm Chris Mitchell. One day after President Joe Biden's visit, Israeli leaders are focused on how and when to respond to the worst atrocity since the Holocaust. Israel still faces the possibility of a two-front war. Take a look. On his way home from Israel, President Biden said Egypt's president agreed to open the Gaza border for humanitarian aid. Before he left Israel, Biden pledged $100 million to Palestinians in Gaza and the West Bank.
Let me be clear. If Hamas diverts or steals the assistance, they will have demonstrated once again that they have no concern for the welfare of the Palestinian people. And it will end. As a practical matter, it will stop the international community from being able to provide this aid.
Republican Senator Rick Scott criticized the president's decision.
We've got a president that wants to give money to Gazans? Give me a break. And by the way, go look at the videos. There's pictures of these terrorists with humanitarian first aid kits. There's pictures all over Israeli press about these rice bags with bullets in it, right? So this is a humanitarian effort, right? So there's no way that Hamas doesn't get this money. This is stupid.
The president also pledged unprecedented support package for Israel's defense. Following President Biden's visit, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met with his war cabinet as the IDF continues to strike Hamas terrorists and its infrastructure in the Gaza Strip. Netanyahu also addressed the plight of the hostages that now stands officially at 203.
Regarding the abductees, I clarified three things to President Biden. First, I demand the return of all abductees, and we are working together to return them in any way possible. Second, until they are returned, we demand visits by the Red Cross to our abductees. Third, we will not allow humanitarian aid of food and medicine from our territory to the Gaza Strip.
The Prime Minister also said he presented conclusive evidence that Israel did not strike the hospital in Gaza. The White House National Security Council released its own analysis saying, quote, "Our current assessment is that Israel is not responsible for the explosion at the hospital in Gaza." On Thursday, the IDF produced more visual evidence that the explosion at the hospital in Gaza was the result of a failed rocket fired by Islamic Jihad. The IDF says all the information coming out of Gaza is controlled by Hamas.
Last night, when Hamas announced that Israel attacked a hospital in Gaza, too many people around the world not only believed them, but amplified Hamas lies. Open your eyes and see the true face of Hamas.
Despite Israel's evidence, news of the hospital strike sparked violent protests at the U.S. Embassy in Beirut, the West Bank, and in other cities. The UK's Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, arrived Thursday to show support for Israel, while Iran's president called for nations to sever ties with the Jewish state.